All right, guys, here we are, the Lichess 3030, saying good luck to our opponent here. We're playing the black pieces, and yeah, we'll see what our opponent has in store for us today. Hopefully everyone's had some time to chill out. It is the starting of the holidays for many people, currently December the 21st. Okay, so opponent hits us with e4. We're going to play a Sicilian and see what he responds back with. Okay, so we'll go with the Nimzovich. A couple different moves here. Of course, the most testing is going to be just pushing e5 here. To be honest, I have not looked at the theory in quite some time, but that's okay. We are definitely playing a stronger rated opponent. Now we'll see how our opponent chooses to continue. Yeah, this makes sense. So we'll just capture. Usually queen captures, I think. Yeah, so offering a pawn. Obviously, we're not going to take that. We don't really want them two connected at the same time, so I think what we'll do is just develop our knight. Yeah, so this is kind of a funny opening. Sometimes you can get like tripled pawns. This is a thing that happens. We're just looking to get developed here. Right now, this pawn is taking away the square from the knight. We'll probably look to push d6. Obviously get the bishop out and castle and just undermine the center, assuming they take here. Yeah, so sometimes for these, I find people use opening tree. They'll do a little bit of prep. I've been too lazy really to be actively looking around a whole bunch. But I have made a commitment, of course, I think, to just play some more Sicilians. So that's something that we definitely want to do. I played Sicilian forever. And then as I've been doing this kind of rush for 1800, I have just incorporated the Caro-Kann. It's been pretty good. Okay, so opponent takes. Obviously, we're going to take back. Our play is fairly easy. Yeah, so if takes, I think we're going to try and just undermine him here. So in some lines, you can get the queen out, you can get the bishop out and have some pressure on this diagonal. You'll often maybe give up a pawn in exchange for some of that pressure. This line I don't quite remember exactly, to be honest, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And if we get a losing position, who cares? I mean, opponent's 200 elo above us at this point in time, so there's no shame in losing a game, that's for sure, especially when you are playing someone who's a couple hundred elo points up. But I think we're capable of playing chess to that level. Just don't really probably play enough. Oh, interesting. Now what if we take here? What is the response? Is it here? I kind of want to take this pawn. So if we take queen out, block, it doesn't have time, right? Because we then move away. And if the knight comes in here, do we have anything? I mean, we might get caught in the center, right? You know what? We can go back, I think. Let's try and take it. I'm curious to see. So I think in our lines, we're able to just bring the knight back and defend this square. Okay, we're looking to just get castled quick. Rook over, pawn up probably. I think this is good. We'll just free up the bishop. If any type of check, we'll just probably block. I mean, it's possible they could look to do something like this, but I think it might be pretty weakening. Okay, what about queen out? Takes. It's got to move the knight somewhere we can capture back. And then do we win this pawn as well? Is that getting too much? I'm kind of curious. I think maybe this is just the move. Yeah, you know what? Let's not get super crazy here. I mean, we're pawn up. I think we just give it back, get the bishop out, and if takes, we can probably take back with the f pawn and have two centralized pawns and just play a game. I am curious, and we'll take a look at the engine after the fact, like what happens in those lines, right? Okay, now what about something like this? You know what, let's attack first, just to get the rook off of the pawn. Then we'll look to protect it. But I mean, I guess if takes, it could be... Okay, let's just attack this pawn over here like we suggested. We could always look to take here. Maybe take, and then we could just have this f pawn here protecting. So I'm assuming they would take back with the pawn, because take. I mean, it's pretty symmetrical position. We would, well, that would probably be okay for us, right? Because we could just drive the bishop into e6 here. And okay, I think we'd be pretty equal. And have chances to at least draw something like that. So we'd be okay with that. It's nice to have tons of time in positions that are critical. I am not the greatest at taking that time, but should be something that you're more mindful of, or at least I should be more mindful of in these types of games. I'm curious to see how he will look to defend this. I mean, if over, then we have takes, right? And we could win a pawn. That'd be good for us. This Sicilian is pretty crazy. I feel like you can get into some pressure cookers. Obviously, there's a lot of theory. I don't know near all of it, but I think it is a little bit more unusual. So in that respect, gives you maybe some advantage. Okay, so just knight back. Now, I mean, not the most aggressive square, right? We could probably do better. But at the same point, I mean, what if we play something like this? Is that insane? Should we get developed first? Protect this pawn? Yeah, we definitely should. No point in getting super crazy here. So we have the bishops. Might have to trade one off. But I think we do have the idea of just launching some pawns, right? Okay, so where is he looking to go? Here. What about pushing? If takes, that's pretty even. If here, push, I mean, what about just a move like this? Pressuring. Maybe we can induce a pawn move here. If we move like this, then we could, of course, have something like that. Knight could interpose potentially, bring a rook out. I don't know. Position seems okay for us. Okay. Again, I mean, we could try and liquidate, but all right. We'll just kind of centralize some rooks here. Might centralize this one next as well. Could bring this down if we need to, but I think currently the pressure here is good. This knight's currently held down because it would drop a pawn. Rook over. You know, we could maybe win another pawn. They'll capture one back. But the bishop does a good job kind of holding f7 here in any of those types of lines. And this pawn is kind of preventing this knight over on d2 from coming in, so seems okay. Seems like our opponent uses his time a little bit more wisely. Seeing as he's significantly stronger, I should probably spend a little bit more time. Maybe just try and liquidate this pawn and see if the bishops are able to put some pressure long term in a more open position. So maybe that is what I'll look to do. Okay, so just offers a trade. Don't really want to trade. Let's say we go here, and the knight comes in, or we go here, knight comes in, rook over, if takes. Okay, versus takes. Here, probably trade off, come back. I mean, it definitely seems more drawish. Also, maybe a move like queen up. What happens there? I guess we have to take, right? Because if we go anywhere else, do we not drop a pawn if queen takes here? Okay. I think it's a little more drawish. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go bishop. We'll take this knight. Definitely seems like it could be a draw. I mean, I'm sure I'll get outplayed, don't get me wrong. Okay, what if we do this? Wow. So takes, right? Takes. can't take because it would drop that. Unless I'm missing something, which does often happen. I'll pre-move that just in case. Okay, looking to come in and pressure this. That's a good move. Here, 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 really piling up on it. Maybe king up, for example. Now for sure coming in here. Now drop this. Rook over. I don't know. Yeah, this is where taking the extra time makes sense. I think he's definitely got a better position. So we did see all this. Now, what's the best way to mitigate the damages, right? Is he going to go here? Is he going to take this? I think maybe what we should do is just protect this. And if takes, where would he go from there? Somewhere, trade off a pair of rooks and try and hold an endgame. If he were to take this, do we just go over? If any trades, if this moves, we'll come in here. It's tough to say. Now, we could, of course, just go king up like we initially talked about, but that just drops this pawn. But then let's just go for it. I'm assuming he'll take here. Now, do we go here? Maybe that's the better move. Although then they just go here, right? I think I have to do this. So it is panning out how we calculated. Unfortunately, it just isn't not super awesome. But we really need to, what if we do this? Let's see if we can somehow play e5, or maybe even look to play d4. There, push. Okay, do we come back over here? Might just take this. I don't think that, oh wow. Okay, if we could just liquidate one of these pawns, that would be great. Moosey, come here, bud. Yeah, we're playing some chess. The good luck charm. Moose, the golden retriever. What a good boy. Yes. Such a good pupper. Probably gives me some extra elo. Having said that, I'm sure I'll blunder immediately and lose, but that's okay. Doesn't matter when you got such a good boy here. Yeah, such a good pup. Definitely huge improvement to elo. When you get your dog in the area, you're able to just give him a few pets. Some nice moral support before he goes to lay down. Just a nice little visit. Okay, so we got some split pawn islands. We're against a better player. I really just want to try and liquidate some of these pawns and see if we can get to a rook endgame, trade something off, and maybe hold on. I'll have to definitely take a look back at the start of the Sicilian there. We might have had some better opportunities, but really tough to say. I do think that the opening went pretty well. We could have played a little bit more aggressive, in fact, but it was just harder to calculate, and I wasn't sure if it really would have been super advantageous for us to do, or if it would have just put us in a worse position. I definitely have a tendency to push when I shouldn't and just get myself into terrible positions, but it's usually because I just want to make things feel lively and exciting, as opposed to some long drawn out game, which is probably why I'll never really become super great. Okay, so this is a good move, probably opening up some access here, as well as threatening to bring a rook over. Now, what if we just push this though? What's he gonna do? Here? Here? Yeah, they could just gang up on it, maybe win it. So let's just push this pawn. Try and freeze them if we can. They're not able to come here. They can come over and attack this pawn, but we could bring a rook over. We can just get over with the king. Maybe even king up in some lines. Probably not though, seems a little bit risky. Okay. We will continue to push. So now we should be able to bring a rook over, right? And if they push, we've got this, which is better, at least in my mind, than having this lowly A pawn. I guess we could push again, do something like that, but okay, so I believe he's looking for this, right? So if we take, we can't take back, so instead we'll go here. This way, if he pushes, we can just take it. He can come back, then we will block. Could definitely push here. That's probably a good move. I think that's what I'd play. Because if we push, then we drop here. We might have to take. That's ugly. Here, take, 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 take. We'd get this pawn with check and maybe win another pawn. So who knows? I think that might be our best line if he does this. It is ugly though. Or is it better to just give it up? So push here, take here, there. Yeah, it's looking pretty ugly. Okay. That is a good move. What if we just push? So if we go over, we're stuck. But we could push. Yeah, you can't really attack it because we would just take. Or do we do this? Yeah, probably not. What about doubling up here? Just threatening to win this. Take, take, take with check. But that doesn't work because here, let's say take, 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 take. Yeah, we're not in a great position. So let's say king up, king over. Yeah. And if we do this, then we might never have access back here again. Although if we do this here, maybe there's a scenario where we can sack and threaten making a queen. Let's just go for it. It's ugly. Very, very ugly. Good move. So what about takes, 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 takes? I feel like I gotta do this. He could check. And we might actually just go king up. King up. That's insane. I feel like we'll get mated, but who knows? Actually, you know what? If check here, take, take, maybe they push here. We can come over and threaten a sack if the rook moves. If nothing happens, we're definitely going to look to play h5. Because if we ever wind up playing f5, you know, if we can prevent this from occurring, that might be beneficial. Our opponent doesn't really want to split the pawns, so it can leave us in that scenario where we have this blocked pawn. But again, maybe if we can sack, we'd get super lucky somehow. Yeah, really unlikely though. Of course, our position is just worse. Make no mistake about it. But I mean, hey, like I say, maybe we can hold it somehow. Our opponent definitely uses his time wisely. I really need to learn how to do that. But at the same time, you get to calculate on their time as well. So I don't know. I'm sure I could play better moves if I did spend more time. Yeah, so kind of what we thought. Now, what about, do we fear this check at all? Not really. We'll just come down. Again, pretty passive, but maybe what we can do is bring the rook over, keep some pressure here, and then have this rook go roving and try and attack some pawns. Because he can't just slide over, because we would take that. And then this king can maybe defend over here if this one got active. And okay, so definitely looking to play this. We don't want that to happen. What can we do about it? What if we go here? They do this. Then we take here. That's pretty ugly. Let's not let that happen. Could definitely sense something like this happening. That's why we wanted to get in h5 earlier, but just don't have the chance. Okay, let's calculate this. So if g4, okay, I see what's happening here. So here, take, take, take. They win this pawn. They're going to have two connected pawns over here. Yeah, that's not looking good. So maybe if over, do we need to do this? Yeah, we can't even, because take, take. They could come over, take, take. That's just ugly. Okay, we might have to try and keep both rooks on. Initially, I wanted to trade one off, but... So here. How can I hold this somehow? Can't even, right? 'Cause takes. What about this? Here, takes. Yeah, just nothing works here. Okay, what about this? Rook over, takes. Yeah, this is not good. If rook over, we'll do this, try and get back here, maybe at least win a pawn somehow, but This is a slow and inevitable decline, unless our opponent somehow makes a huge blunder, which I severely doubt. So here he's going to go rook takes. So we'll just do this, let him have it. Okay, we'll just try and get our... Oh, you know what? Probably should have gone here. Damn it. Maybe a move like this, right? Rook down, rook up, double up, come over, push the pawns. I think that's a pretty quick path to victory. I think that's what I would play. Okay, so we have to go here. Because I'm assuming he's looking to attack this. Definitely try and get h4 in next if we can. Have to come here to try and protect this pawn. What about pushing here? Let's go for it. Could just trade off a pair of rooks. That's probably more than good. Yeah. Have to go here. We are threatening this check, so I'm assuming he might come back down. Now, if we came here, could he come over? Yeah, maybe that would have been better. Okay, here. Okay, so pawns are kind of frozen. We can come down and maybe threaten them. Could elect to just push. We'll bury our king in. Yeah, what if we do this? And then what if here, push, up? I don't know. I'm gonna just come down here. Okay, we gotta stop the king from getting active. So if I go here, push. What about here? Push, take, yeah, wow, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, let's do this. So we're able to break that down, still obviously losing. Can I just come here and escort the pawn down? Okay. Okay, now do I look to go laterally or should I block here? Maybe just this is the best. No, I feel like we have to block. Wow, that was tough, I gotta say. I think we had some good chances in the start though, but obviously just got outplayed with a stronger opponent. Let's take a quick look at the analysis board here and see what it has to say. Yeah, clearly our opponent was just crushing, but I felt like we were doing okay at the start. So this all seems pretty standard. Yeah, I didn't like this. So this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Yeah, okay. Sorry guys, got totally distracted there. So I did not like this. Just having a chat with our opponent. Position is good. Yeah, all this is okay. No, I did not like this. So look at this. We had a nice advantage. And we just blew it. Okay, I mean 1.2. Look at this, and we just lost it all with that. The machine's just screaming. And I think we looked at this too, right? Did we not consider that? Okay. So again, I think this was all good. Felt like that was not the best, but already we can see that we are getting slightly outplayed here. And it's gone from us having an advantage to our opponent having an advantage. And I feel like we actually played these moves okay, but yeah, that one surprised me a little bit, to be honest, because again, we're brought right back into it, but this was the blunder. We just should not have done that. We should have come over here and just said, okay, I'm assuming if this, check, and let's say king up, they got split pawns to deal with. We can win this one So we really only need to worry about this one. That would have been a way, way, way better way to handle this. But that's okay. Yeah, I didn't like this either. I just really did. I didn't want them to. Wait, what did I miss here? No, it doesn't like this. Yeah, I mean, we knew obviously at this point in time the game was over. I was just trying to see if there's any way to maybe get an extra pawn, but we played with a 91% accuracy, 8 inaccuracies, 2 mistakes. Our opponent played with 5 inaccuracies, no mistakes and no blunders. So yeah, inaccuracy is pretty easy. Let's take a look at those mistakes again. Okay, so that was bishop out. That was a definite mistake. And then the other one was right here. Okay, and what should we have played instead? Sorry, let's correct that. What should we have played here? It's just saying rook to c6. Rook over. Whoa. Oh, okay. Of course they can't take. Okay. Yeah, that would have been better, but wasn't in the cards. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.